Day 3 of feeling very, very special and so let's see what wise words of wisdom I've got today. Feeling equally as bad as I think the last couple of days, and got glassy eyes because I've just had a massive coughing fit, so not so good. But that all aside, I wanted to talk today about something that I think is probably something that I've spoken a lot about, but I think so many people don't, I don't say don't get it, but sort of, I don't know, it just seems weird why so many people are just not doing it. And it's ultimately it's ultimately about doing what you love or doing what you like. So what do you like doing? What do you really love to do? And so just concentrating on doing that, then everything's good. Now obviously easier said than done. So what the issue is I think that so many people, they do something because there's a result, and generally that result unfortunately is money. So we all have to work for money, obviously we have to pay the bills and eat, but when it comes to other things, particularly sort of home business and that kind of thing, so many people will do something because there's a financial reward. They'll go to network marketing because there's the promise of XYZ income and that kind of thing, as opposed to the fact that it's something they actually like to do and love doing. And I know this is something obviously that I constantly talk about. There's so much power in that, and I want to kind of hit that point home, is the fact that when you're doing something you love or you like or you're passionate about, you sort of don't need motivation, or you don't need to think about motivation, because you do it if you didn't get paid, you just love doing it. It's something you love to do. Whereas when you do something that's financially based, or you're doing it for the sort of the result, the outcome, the money, or whatever the other result may be, then when things are difficult, or you're ill, or there's something else, kind of some sort of barrier in the way, then that's when you sort of need motivation to get you to do it. If it's something you love, you'll do it anyway, regardless. Saw a Gary V video about this. His example was, and it's excellent. He says, for him, and also likewise for me, going to the gym is hard. I don't like going to the gym, and if you know me personally, you'll know how true that is. But for some people, they love going to the gym, so it's not hard. They'll just go, they love doing it, all good. But for me, I don't. So for me to sort of decide to go to the gym and do that, I sort of need some sort of motivation, or it's a big deal, it's a big effort, and it's very easy for me to then quit because I don't enjoy it. And so the same goes for anything else, that if you don't enjoy doing something, you don't like doing it, then it's hard to sort of to get to do it when you're feeling a bit meh about it. And that's when you need motivation to actually do it, because it's not something you want to do. So I've been asked a number of times by some friends to come to their sort of business meetups and sort of network marketing team meetings to talk about motivation and to motivate the team. And the thing I struggle with that is, and I've said this before, you can't motivate people. People either want to do something or they don't. It's simple as that. And all the sort of motivational speaking and pumping up and all stuff like that, if they don't particularly want to do it, they won't do it. And they may kind of get pumped up for sort of half an hour during the meeting and be all sort of rah-rah and let's do this. But unless deep down it's something they want to do, ultimately they're not going to do it. And so it's the idea of motivation. It'd be much better if you fundamentally did something that you actually enjoy doing, and you don't need motivation because you'll just do it, and it's no effort. It's not like, oh god, I've got to do this, because you've got to ask yourself, if you are thinking, oh god, I've got to do this, why are you doing it? Particularly if it's not your 9-to-5 job. I mean, there's a bigger question about doing your job and doing something that brings your income in. If you don't enjoy doing what you're doing, change it and do something you do like, and that's where I'm kind of looking to help you do that. But when it comes to sort of a part-time thing that's going to bring some sort of part-time money in, perhaps with a view to it becoming your full-time job, if it's not something you actually particularly like, why the f*** are you doing it? That's the question. Why are you doing it? You've got the choice. If you're starting now and you've got a full-time job, family, and you want to start something that's ultimately going to bring some income in to help pay the bills and maybe to go on holiday, pay off the car, whatever, and with a view to maybe then making that your full-time income, you've got 100% choice in what you do. So why pick something that you're not particularly bothered about and you don't particularly like? That seems ridiculous. Your choice, your choice. And so why choose something you don't particularly like or interested in? It makes no sense. And straight away you're setting yourself up for failure, because you're just going to do it for a while. It might get difficult, which it probably will, and then you'll just quit because you haven't got that motivation. And you sort of say, how can I get motivated? But you don't, the fundamental thing is you don't enjoy it. It's not something you like. So choose something you like. Choose something that you're interested in, you're passionate about. Look at your interests, your loves, your hobbies, things you do every day, every week that you get so much pleasure from, sort of aren't making money, and then see how you can maybe monetize that. And 99.9% of the time you can. And this is the thing, rather than trying to pick a sort of business in a box, network marketing, nothing wrong with network marketing at all. You know, I thoroughly stand behind the business model, and or affiliate marketing or whatever it may be. That's all completely fine, but it at least has to have some sort of connection with something you're passionate about. And if it's not, then I truly believe you're going to struggle. So just look at what you love doing and think about, you know, is there a possibility of, you know, monetizing that? And it could be knitting, it could be going to the gym, it could be anything. It really doesn't matter. But if you're truly passionate about something, it's going to be amazing, and you're going to get so much more fulfillment and happiness, and so with your family and everything. And then you can turn that into a full-time income stream. Completely 100% amazing. So that's what I'm behind, and that's why I'm building this course, to sort of help you to kind of establish what that is and get on the right track to actually start to actually profit from your passion. So even though I'm a bit hopefully you got a little bit of value from this and it makes sense. If you have, please low energy, hit that like button till it's nice and blue, and subscribe if you haven't. I really do appreciate it. And comment below if any of this sort of hit home with you, about a passion that maybe you have and you maybe thought about sort of profiting from and making an income from. I'd love to hear. And yeah, that's it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully some better, but see how we go. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.